Good skill though.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, who really plays Kotl anyway? You know, I'll forgive you for not knowing. It's a hero for losers. Losers, I say.
I miss when his ultimate was the Will-O-Wisp, the Ignis Fatus. I played a couple of tournaments and I was able to win it just because I picked Coddle 5 and teams were like, let's ban his Coddle. This was the only hero I was really good with, so I miss it.
Wow, that's some respect right there.
Old hero for old player.
I mean, it's not even super old. It didn't always used to be the Will-O-Wisp, did it? It used to be something else before that. I can't even remember what. I don't know.
No, I mean, no, it's I mean the hero himself is old.
Oh, right, yeah. Man's ancient. Absolutely ancient. But it looks like we're not going to get any sort of fight for these bouncy runes. Probably going to be a 2-for-2 split unless attacker is able to snatch this one in the river. Not going to attempt it. So it will go. Actually, never mind. Cashel was in a good spot, so it ends up being a 3-for-1 exchange for Winter Bears.
Again.
Menu as well as Kredos. I'm going to find him. Or if Menu was like already had Inkswell queued up, like he could have cancelled that TP. Not that it really would have mattered, I don't think. I think like Catchel probably still would have ran back to the lane, just would have taken a bit more damage.
But by the way, and I did also, I don't know if you noticed, but when you Inkswell a target, the like it prickles towards them. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when you Fatal Bond, there's an arrow that points to where everyone who's hit from the Fatal Bond goes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, this was not in Dota 1. This was a cosmetic change in Dota 2, but it's actually a decent buff for the hero. Where you're like, oh, okay, we chase him, we can see where the Fatal Bond ends, where they're going.
Yeah. Also, who doesn't like little red lines flying across people's screens?
I don't.
No?
Cool.
Got a good view, you're fine. So, in this mid is, you know, the Mag versus the Invoker. Already a little few CS advantage for the Magnus, also with the extra attack damage. Is this a lane which is relatively even, or should Mikey's Invoker start really excelling as the levels come on?
Actually, I think it's going to be pretty easy for attacker, just because you have that not amplified damage. You have your Empower, and you're melee, so it's much easier for you to get those denies coming out for him. That's what I think should happen, but we'll see if the difference in player skill level, or even if I misunderstand the matchup, it's more important.
Yeah, maybe if attacker can avoid those EMPs.
It's also Quas Wex, which doesn't give you a whole lot of damage. Not that Exhort gives you damage. Wait, what does the orbs do now? They've changed them after 10 years. It gives you intelligence, which is damage, and spell amp. Oh my god.
Which is more damage. So you lied to someone. It is just damage absolutely everywhere.
It's not right click like the old days, remember?
Yeah. Back in the days of carry Invoker, right? That was always the thing.
Monster kill. He's gonna be fine. You used to only be able to invoke at level 5. And you also
Merlin up top. Yeah, he does get caught out. Inkswell, I think that was max duration, was just on him the entire time. And ends up being first blood going over towards Kredos. Alright, nice free kill.
Apparently that's the life of Nature's Prophet. You know, you pick Nature's Prophet and things just don't go well for you. It's not the biggest deal in the world, but giving first blood to the enemy Naga Siren, awkward.
I think this might be the first time today for us that we've seen not a support getting first blood. I think every time. It's always been the supports taking it every single time.
Merlin, interesting use of the sprout. As we mentioned before, you don't want to sprout people in. You want to sprout them like both layers of trees in front of them. So
yeah, get the extra value out of it.
Sometimes you see a very small move a player does, and you think you can't be that familiar with the hero if he's doing that mistake. You know?
Yeah. I mean, what level is he? I mean, he's silver. He's played it a bit.
That's more than silver. I think that's plat. Oh no, no, that's not platinum. It's silver. You're right. I think the Wraith King is platinum, or whatever that is.
Yeah, that's platinum. He knows his badges, ladies and gentlemen. He's only joking. He's a smart boy.
The smartest boy, according to my mom. Thank you.
Yeah, she's not biased.
Alright.
But yeah, so far, the CS is pretty even between everyone. Only 5 CS separating top and bottom. So not really any sort of real advantage being built, but only super damn low. The rotation that comes in from Merlin will allow him to secure the kill. And there we go. Should be some extra free space there for low skill to start getting his own farm on the go.
Let's see, Wraith King, he's just going for phase boots. Mikey already has the urn, but no charges, so not the most efficient rotation. He does have a blood grenade, which is very nice for him. And oh, monster kill, loses his life to Merlin. Merlin very active at this point of the game.
He is. You know, he's trying to make up for the fact that he gave away first, but you know, he's getting active, trying to do what he can.
Do you see Catchel? Straight up Aghanim Scepter. Doesn't want. He's got arcane boots and stats, and he's like, nope, that's all I need. Now I want the Aghanims, which I don't fault him for. I feel like the damage coming out from the dire side is just not enough if you get it. I thought he would go for something else first, like, you know, at least Helm of the Dominator. But he's like, no.
Hey,
straight up Aghanims.
What has Helm of the Overlord? Was it nerfed in the last patch or two? Because really do not see the item anymore. Yeah, it's just completely fallen off the face of the earth, and no one likes it at all.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure why, to be fair with you. Like, what is it about the item that people don't like? Maybe we should check the changelog for it, but I don't remember any big changes. Just, I think the zoo meta in general is not happening. Towers are hard to bring down.
Gonna get ran down from mode B, yeah. The life of an AA, you're always gonna get picked off in that situation. But Merlin, as well as Mikey, actually make a rotation down here as well to get the counter kill of monster kill. So that's something, but it's a lot of heroes committed just for a support kill. Menu also TP down here.
This could be risky.
Oh, they think that Ownme's gone further to the left, but they slip right by them. Just going to be a lot of wasted time here.
And yeah, I think the map is in general has just changed. We're in a very long, drawn-out meta, which means that you're not going to be going high ground very early. Oh, bomb lane though. He's going to the low ground, low skill, underground in fact.
Way down, 6 feet to be perfectly precise, but he will get traded away if the tower gets the kill. But who cares about that? Only managing to get the kill beforehand is a huge win there. And it's just the power of this combo. Axe into Grimstroke. You know, you taunt them, just allows for the duration of the Inksword to go off even more, get the extra stun on top. Devastating.
This is interesting. We're seeing Riyadh Chefs actually having a fairly good time farming on their cores right now. And let's see what they can work with here.
Yeah, attacker's still top of CS.
Although the most farmed person is low skill, he's gonna go for the Hand of Mice, so kind of greedy, you know. I was thinking of going for Armor, but he's like, nah, I'm just gonna go for Hand of Mice. They see Nagato, he's just sort of getting some EXP, making sure doesn't all of it go to Own Me. Yeah. Super annoying to do that, by the way. It's like, oh, come on.
Just leech, right? Be a leech.
Oh,
and maybe that would stop him. He could have been 6 right now, but instead he's going to get ganked on. 3 heroes on top of him. Low skill walks the wrong way around the tree, so maybe as a result, Lone Me's going to be able to get out of this one.
Oh.
Yeah, Lone Me went for a ring around the rosies. And unfortunately wastes a lot of time. You are in the mid. Attacker. He's dropped RP solo on towards Mikey. There's nothing the Invoker can do. Ends up being a free solo kill there.
Riyadh Chefs. They are doing all they need to in this game. Like, that, I'll be honest, I'm not sure how the hell Own Me did not die, but he might be getting a kill himself, Own Me, right now. And, there you go.
The Gatsit dies. Merlin as well also dying to the 2 supports as you came to try and steal the Wisdom Rune. Yeah, this is Riyadh Chefs finding tons of solo kills across the board, picking people off left, right, and center. Another thing I want to say about the kill that the Mag got in the mid was that he had an Arcane Rune activated at the time, so his RP is going to be off cooldown even faster. And Riyadh Chefs, they're doing the right thing that we talked about in the previous game, which is they see one guy is very scary, in this case in Catchel, and they're like, let's just ignore him. Although, I'm not sure you want to ignore Catchel as much as a Slardar. Once he gets Aghanim Scepter, it's going to be a problem, a bigger problem. Oh, there you go, they're going for it. Yeah, they listen to you. They immediately collapse on towards the Beastmaster right now. Merlin does actually complete his TP to come on in here, but unfortunately he might have just given away an extra kill, and that is going to be another armor charge for Own Me. Attacker also turned up. 5 heroes here for Riyadh Chefs. Maybe they can try and apply some pressure to the tier 1 as a result, but they've also found Nagato. What the hell is the AA doing up here?
Dude, Own Me is just taking a big stack, and they spot the Ancients as well. That is at least a triple. I think this is a quad stack, actually.
It does look like a quad. Can Mikey do anything to stop this? He's actually doing a lot of damage towards Own Me, so the Axe has to be careful. He doesn't die here. Does he just commit his life to try and steal as many of these away as possible? Mikey, the long-range Axes will Catchel will get the kill. So Own Me clearly prioritizing stealing away those stacks over his own life. Would you agree? Say that was worth it?
No. I think you gave away a little too much by doing that, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Like, yeah, it's fine. It happens. I think you want him to be alive as long as possible so he can make space around the map. This is the time to build your momentum. Still, it was also not a situation where you're not in very often. Do I take the giant stack, or do I kill myself or not?
Yeah. Well, he chose to take all that gold. Low skill as well, now has armlet completed, and second item is going to be the radiance that he has queued up now. Not going to get it anytime soon, but that is his item progression. Yeah, normally, when you get an armlet, it's not really... Yeah, jump it over, menu. Looks like that's going to be a free kill. Nowhere to run. I mean, yeah, normally when you build an armlet, it's not really an item you buy when you want to sit back and farm, you know. Generally, it means you want to get active and start joining the rest of your team, so... We'll see just how early low skill is going to decide to leave the safety of his lane and start trying to find something else across the map. Meanwhile, RP has actually been dropped on towards Merlin. Going to be the Illuminate Blast coming through as well, so a lot of damage. They will find a freebie, but there is RP used for a position for support, so you know
it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. He gets the kill. He's getting very close to his Echo Saber, which will accelerate his farm. And again, we said you want to build momentum at this stage of the game, and I agree with you about low skills item build. You know, usually you see like them hand the Mias into the radiance. And you're like, all right, that's what you want.
Owned me though. Now has a blink dagger completed on top of his vanguards. This guy is ready to start looking for some action. Can easily set up for tons of kills across the map. All he needs really with him, I think, is the Grimstroke, and that should be enough to find kill after kill.
Factor of his armor. I'm reading Battle Hunger's description. It says in double, it increases your damage by a factor of his armor. Does that mean the number of armor you have is damage added? Well, who cares?
He's jumping on it. Manages to find the Invoker. Ice Blast does land though. Maybe they do some sort of counterplay coming through, but it doesn't matter. Mikey's already lost his head, and poor old Nagato as well. Caught out, and he will also go down. 2 kills for Riyadh Chefs completely for free. But again, doesn't look like they want to pressure the tower. All 5 heroes were here with a full creep wave, but they just decide to leave it.
To be fair, their damage 4 towers is pretty negligible, and if you don't bring it down in time, you killed them, but you didn't use that time to actually increase your net worth. So it's like, well, might as well go get farm. And once we're stronger and we can take towers down in 10 seconds, then we consider pushing them. Because you look at it, it's Grim Axe, Coddle, and Magnus. There's not one of them that does damage to towers. So I think it was the right move to make. Kredos, he might be losing his life.
He has definitely been caught. I mean, he did steal away 2 double stacks again, so that's more camps being removed from the side of Winter Bears. But again, it cost them the life of a core. So they're making some really weird trades here, Riyadh Chefs. Really prioritizing these neutrals.
We talk as if he had a choice, right? Maybe he was like, oh crap, I messed up. Oh, here's the jump.
Yeah, the sensor actually stuns them both. Going to commit the RP to make sure they lock down Catchall. Going to get close for the Culling Blade. Only not able to find that one. As low skills here with the help of Merlin. Going to be able to bring down this axe right now, but Attacker still has a haste rune going. Not doing a huge amount of damage to Merlin, but will eventually bring him down. Kredos respawning comes on through. And not going to be able to get him a further lockdown. So it ends up being a 2 for 2. Just an even trade straight down the board.
Yeah. But RP was used, so that's a pretty long cooldown. And this is not going to happen again. Beastmaster's going to have his Agam Scepter, so it's going to be much harder for them to do that. And overall, it's just Riyadh Chef. They've just been doing a really, really good job so far. Well, what's Coddle got? Coddle's just got the 4 staff. Okay, good deny as well, coming out with monster kill.
It's because you mentioned him. You felt empowered to get that deny. It was absolutely massive.
I mean, he is a Grandmaster Coddle as well.
Yeah.
I think that's the bigger factor.
See, that's how you know you're good at a hero. It's not how you use the spells or anything like that. It's whether or not you can last hit things with the right click. That shows you really know the ins and outs. But
to be fair, right? Have you ever seen someone with a Crystal Maiden land a deny or something, and you're like, holy crap, this guy must play this hero quite a bit.
I can't remember even the last time I've seen a Crystal Maiden, to be honest. She's ancient. She's gone. Fallen out of the meta beyond belief.
Don't worry. -1 armor next patch. There you go. That's the standard. Ice Frog, he shows up, kicks her in the teeth, and he's like, there you go. That's your Christmas gift right there.
I feel like she could be viable if they increase the range on the shards. Like, at the moment it's like 200 range or something pathetic like that. I feel like if you make it 600, maybe even 800, it could be an actual viable pickup, which makes the hero not so terrible.
I just don't like that her old shard was so good. It was so good. And then it got removed for some unfathomable reason. I don't know. I mean, we don't need... Not every hero needs a mobility stuff, you know? Like, just keep her as she is. But in this game, 5,000 gold for Riyadh Chefs. 71%. And bit too much. The thing is, once Radiance is on low skill, once the Aghanims is on Catchel, then you were gonna see them be able to fight, because that's when they come online. That's when it becomes pretty hard for Riyadh Ships to take the fight. Until then, they're kind of, I won't say chilling, but Winter Bears doesn't really care too much as long as they keep their tower standing.
Yeah, it's true. They are going to come in to defend this mid-tier 1, where Attack on Kredos just off to the side right now. Oh, the Ice Blast does actually scout them up on that high ground, so they're not going to get caught by surprise here. Instead, the Meteor combo gets dropped on towards Monster Kill. We'll run away up top. Ownby does end up dying elsewhere. Looks like Menu was also in danger, but not going to be able to find him. Although, also actually finding Attacker, puts himself in a very awkward position, stuck into the trees.
Oh, RP.
RP does connect only onto Merlin though, and there's no follow-up damage. So the RP is just kind of wasted at the end of the day. The Illuminate nearly finishes off Merlin, barely able to survive that. So there's a couple of kills going over towards Winter Bears, and they're 2 calls as well. Not things you can give away so easily.
Nope, and a lot of it's because, of course, Beastmaster's there, just smashing those drums, making himself a nuisance that you can't ignore, but also can't actually, you know, like deal with in any way. So they lose 2 cores, and the swing happens massively. They were 5,000 gold ahead just like what, a minute ago, and now we're back to an even game.
Yeah.
Oh,
big spike up.
Look at Merlin. He's got the Hand of Midas and as well as the Rod of Atos. I like this. I feel like the Solar Crest build is a bit overrated. Mikey, he finds someone.
Yeah, Ownby in a dangerous spot, locked down. Easy Ice Blast connection. Can they actually finish him off though? That's the question. He's trying to run away. Tornado will barely be able to connect. As a result, they just end up falling down. So this axe started off really nicely, but I don't know, kind of had a few awkward deaths in a row now, which is really starting to stagnate Ownby's game.
Mikey, he is going for the Hand of Midas. He himself is also suffering, but I want to say I just really like Merlin's item build. You know, he's going for the shard after. It's super good. You have the lot of stats on this hero, so Hand of Midas really helps you out. Oh, they're going for Menu.
Yeah, it does get 4-star back to safety there from the help of Monster Kill. As a result, back onto the tower. Sunstrike, not going to be on point. Very close though.
And low skill, bomb lane. He's got the Radiance. Bothers the Naga sign, but not by a big deal. We're seeing the draft come in. Like, it looked pretty good for Riyadh Chefs for a while, you know, but now we're seeing the draft problems. The drums and the Radiance, the overall durability, the supports who have high impact. Although, you know, Nature's Prophet just because he's actually having a good game. The hero himself, like, you need to doing well. If you're doing well with Nature's Prophet, it's easy for you to go further and further ahead.
Yeah, it does just accelerate very, very fast. And yeah, I think there was a Blink Dagger just picked up as well for Attacker, so they have another means of initiation there on the side of Riyadh Chefs. All depends if they can get in the right spot. You know, Blink plus the Harpoon, whoever he does spot will just get pulled miles out of position. Potentially could just be a free kill there. Oh, you are down bot. Kredos actually diving underneath the tier 2 to get a free kill on towards Merlin. Mikey does turn up, but his Tornado lands onto all the illusions, not the actual hero. And Kredos, maybe in some danger, goes for the song and will just TP out.
Nothing they can do to stop it. If AA, does he have... he might start to think about shards very soon. He needs that shard so he can stop the Nagasaya from jumping away in situations like that. Still, in the end, it's just a kill on... I want to say just a kill on Ace Pop, but he's basically a core. Oh, Catchel. The real test begins.
That's big. Skewered into the Berserker's Call as well. Is there any way to get out of that one? No. Dies way too quick. And, you know, starting to see the net worth lead increase bit by bit for Riyadh Chefs once again. see if they can be able to build up another like 5k gold advantage or not, or whether if Winter Bears are going to be able to shut them down once more. Have to wait and see. But I don't know, like it feels like the Wraith King's happy just to sit back and farm, but at the same time the Naga Siren is.
Oh, I'm hearing a roar, a jump, and Nagato is dead.
Easy kill. Does manage to get the Ice Blast off before he dies, but it makes no difference. 0 follow-up from the rest of the team.
Yeah, I'm still saying it as if it's a 5-on-5, I'm favoring the Radiant side. You know, 3k gold is the disadvantage, not the biggest deal. It's just been, Riyadh Chef has done an amazing job finding these pickoffs and taking over the map slowly. You know, tier 1 mid, tier 1 bottom. And Roshan is up, and he's going to be on the Radiant side. Is that something you want to be worried about? As long as you keep the bomb lane pushed up, which is why the Naga Siren is there, it's not going to be easy for them to sneak into Rosh.
Yeah, 100%. Like this whole bottom area just feels like Kredos' domain. Do whatever the hell he wants down here with relative freedom. But we do see pretty much everyone on the side of Winter Bears grouping up by their mid-tier 2. So maybe once the AA respawns, going to TP him in and maybe look to go for some sort of smoke maneuver and then go for the Roshan afterwards, perhaps. Because the timing works out just about right. Obviously, you've got the Radiance up for the Wraith King, Armlet as well, going into a Maelstrom next. I mean, he's 500 gold away, but I don't think that's really worth waiting for, I'd suppose. Just go for some sort of play, secure that Rosh.
I agree. It's not really... But again, are they worried about late game? It's like, which team has the late game draft? And that's a kind of a tough one, isn't it? You know, you've got Invoker, Beastmaster, Wraith King versus Axe, Magnus, and Nagasai. Not the most meta heroes on either side for you to be like, oh yeah, this side's 100% better.
Yeah, it does. It feels quite even in that regards with the smoke move. So Mikey will be able to spot out Menu, not really the primary target they would like. They do also spot out Owned Me. They're going to go for that one instead. Ice Blast will go through on towards Owned Me, so the axe falls down a little bit. Attacker with the RP on towards 2 of them right now, but there's just no follow-up. Everyone else around him has just fallen to pieces. He's going to get ran down, and Kredos desperately runs away. Will make it. Meanwhile, Monster Kill gonna just try and book it as fast as possible. This is the big power of the Kotl, man. He's just so quick.
Right? It's like, what do? He's like, I run really fast. You know, it's like I run really, like, you wouldn't imagine the speed in which I can run away from a fight. And that's what Monster Kill is showing us. The guy is moving at 485 movement speed. Like, holy moly. And he would like to get it. Can he? Blinding Light, maybe? Oh, he's going for it.
No, he gets it. Yeah, it cost him his life, but it doesn't matter. It is a win at the end of the day. He'll take that one. I mean, he also didn't have a TP, so it didn't matter. Like, as long as if he got that rune, then it's a small win for him.
True. It's like you maximized the efficiency of your death. Meanwhile, Menu takes their own Wisdom Rune. So in terms of experience, you still get a decent amount from that last engagement. But it's still scary. We saw that we've been saying it a few times. 5-on-5, it's all in on Winter Bears.
It definitely feels like that way. And once again, basically brought down to a 0 net worth lead for either squad, 16 for 8, super close. And still yet to see either team really think about Roshan. Maybe they might try and go for it now. Got quite a few people TPing to this bottom tier 2 from Winter Bears.
So yeah, they want it.
But at the same time, though, mids, Menu and Owned Me, they are grouped up. They were thinking about maybe trying to make a play onto low skill, but very difficult kill to find twice.
Now I'm liking what they're doing. They're saying, let's all go down bottom, let's all clear out the jungle. And you're talking about the Maelstrom on the Wraith King and the Gleipnir as well on the Nature's Prophet. And that's a lot of bouncing lightning, perfect for clearing out some of these Naga Illusions. Because the Naga Illusions, they don't look like they're going to last too much. Radiance, drums, 2 sets of Maelstroms as well. And of course, I mean, even just the damage from like an Ice Vortex. And that's going to be annoying for them as well.
Yeah, it all amplifies up that match damage. I mean, it's also important to note that, you know, the change did happen a few patches ago, but the lightning procs from the Maelstrom and Mjolnir does do bonus damage to the illusions, so
50%,
yeah, it is just a fantastic tool and helping clearing those out as fast as possible. But this Roshan will just be going for free here. The scan does connect, so Riyadh Chefs know it's happening. Not like they could do anything about it.
And who's gonna get it? Oh, lovely. Aegis on the Wraith King. That's both good and bad. One is that you can never focus him first in the fight, but it is also a good thing that if you can kill Mikey or you can kill Kachel, they're not coming back. You know, so it leaves the other team more vulnerable, but makes the Wraith King unstoppable.
Definitely. So I guess they're just, if you're going to put an Aegis into the hands of the Wraith King, it's a clear indicator they just want to start pushing objectives, right? Just leave the Wraith King up front, hit those buildings, try and bait the other team into a really awkward, ill-positioned fight, perhaps. Ooh, the Alacrity does a lot of damage.
BKB finished on the Magnus, by the way, so okay. I feel like it's gonna be hard for him to blink anyway, just because there's so much AOE damage. So I'm not sure how much the BKB is gonna help him after that, but it's fine. It's an item to have.
Yep. There we go. Tier 2 does end up falling down. Everyone TP's back towards their Tier 2. Oh, Cashel! He's actually managed to find Monster Kill right now. Going to be able to bring down this call. Ice Blast also connect onto Menu in the back line. Should be another free kill, and it is. Both supports from the chefs have been kicked out the kitchen. Maybe I might try and run down another Tier 2 mid.
Nagasana's got a hard though, so that's gonna help. But unfortunately, it's a hard versus an AA, so not the best situation there. They were seeing the supports is particularly the Grimstroke having no net worth. He's 1-4. Nagato's 1-5, but he's also been involved in a lot more kills. It does feel like it's just been and it's much easier to have an impact on an AA. You just land your ultimate, you're good. Soulbind, you can just die while walking up to someone to cast it.
Yeah, it's very true.
Awesome or cape? Oh, interesting.
If I remember correctly, you do not like that item, do you, Atomo?
No, I mean it's so niche, you know. If you're up against TA, it's amazing. If you're up against anyone else, it's kind of like whatever. And some damage coming out to Nagato, but he's gonna be fine. And other than that, it gives you 20 movement speed, which I know is amazing, but
mini windlace. Who doesn't like a mini windlace?
I think it gives you the exact same amount of movement speed as a windlace, so it's kind of a windlace.
That's true, actually. An extra windlace? Who doesn't like an extra windlace?
I love windlace, to be honest. Oh, he no windlace was gonna save the owned me just now.
That no amount of running will get you out of that situation. There you go, another free kill for the side of Winter Bears, and the whole team has TP'd down here, but unfortunately pushing this lane, unless they want to go high ground, not going to achieve all too much. This is just all going to give more space elsewhere for Kratos to try and find farm. Actually, taking the gate, they could try and push the tier 2. They've got a creep wave up there. Maybe they could take that objective.
See if they want to go for it. But Carl's doing a pretty good job just pushing out the lane. And Carl's also got a Hex. I like this. You know, you've been needing some builds like that. So, you have Soulbind, double Hex. Could be pretty good for you.
It could be the tool that they need to help bring themselves back in this game. Your attacker looks like he has sort of found Catchel, but Catchel's actually found him with Sunstrike on top, so a lot of damage. That has to pop the BKB, managed to get the skew back just on towards Michael right now. Locking him down, but it doesn't matter. The damage just comes flooding out from everybody else on the side of Winter Bears. And OB, he's jumping on his own. He does find a call onto the 2 supports, tries to kill Nagaya, but the call was just a tiny bit too soon. And then it looks like he won't find anything but his own death. And there we see 4 people dead for the side of Riyadh Chefs. Going to be losing this tower for sure. Or maybe not, as they don't actually have any creeps. Naga Siren Man, good. Cutting everything.
Very nicely done by him, but you're extending the game, but you're not extending it in a good way, if that makes sense. Like, yes, you know, you're not getting more out of it, but you're still losing these fights, and I don't think it ever gets any better for you. That's the big problem. It's like, when do you look at it and you say, we can take a fight? Aegis is going to expire in 40 seconds. That is an opening. I don't think it's much of an opening, honestly.
No, not really. Actually, too much. But even still, now they do have a 3k gold lead into their own favour. Helping bump up their game a little bit more. And as we can see, the support, Nature's Prophet, basically has more gold than the Axe or the Invoker. He's happy.
To be fair, so is the Coddle, right? That guy is also farming up a Storm.
That's true.
He is.
Flash farm in position for Jose.
Look at that. Look at that. He stands there and he's Needs to jump in time. Catchell's got the roar. But
Thinking about it.
Catchell is in trouble.
Catchell has been caught. Pull back in towards the Berserker's call for a moment, but he does actually drop down the roar eventually. Ice Blast connects on towards 3. How the hell is this Beastmaster still alive? Surely he will die eventually. The illusions, everything being thrown at him. With a 4-star, he will manage to get himself away. And instead it is Monster Kill that goes down. At the same time, the connection to the server is getting a bit wacky for me. It's all jumping all over the place.
Yeah, but I was watching it in game anyway. But dude, that is such a bad sign. You bring down, you catch the enemy off lane, you screw him back past your tier 2 into your tier 3, and you can't get a kill. Like that is, it's even Wraith King wasn't even willing to help him. He looks skills walking up, sees his Aegis timeout, and he's like, see ya. And menu.
Once again, another skewer back on towards Catchell. This time they will get the Culling Blade onto him and at least get rid of that Beastmaster. But again, it cost them 2 heroes to do so. And now, just going to sit the old Wraith King up at that high ground, start beating into the tower. Is there any real answer? There's no buybacks available, but the back doors, yes. This is so frustrating, man. The Naga Siren, someone has to deal with these illusions. They got a quick wave bot.
He's doing the right thing. You know, ensuring that even though they're losing fights, they aren't losing structures out of it. But you know, you can't do it all lanes all the time. It's just too much. Enemy jumps in, and holy crap! The Blade Mail does so much work, and he does get hit, culled basically.
He does. Will fall back. Not wanting to risk his actual main life, so no more pressure going to be applied to the buildings just yet. BKB now also picked up for low skill, so a bit of extra protection there. So for the side of Winter Bears, do they now just wait for the next Roche? Is that the play?
Yeah, there's nothing. It's as we mentioned before. Winning the game is hard, but actually the win is winning the game to get the win is easy. You know, when you're 6k, 10k ahead and the enemies in their base, the best thing for you is to be like, all right, let's just go farm. You know, like we already did the hard part of shutting them down. Now we should enjoy the fruits of our labor.
Yeah. Do what they can. 30 seconds before it is potentially up, and there is also a DD rune at the top river spawn, which will actually get spotted by attacker. Going to pick that one up quite nicely.
Oh, mid lane. Catchell. He might be in trouble here.
Okay, Raw lands onto the real one. Ice Blast!
Whoa.
The EMP actually pulls him back into the radius, which finds the kill. Naga down for 80 seconds. A free gem as well. It's a huge victory there for the Wind Bears. 10,000 gold advantage now, and they're just charging forwards, trying to hunt for more. I think they got a little glimpse onto the Magnus, but couldn't fully lock him down. But never mind, Mikey does end up getting the connection. Raven plays as well. Got another skewer back. And he has the wise sense to hold on to that BKB. He's not choosing to waste the charge.
Maybe he should have. That's not losing his life.
Omi controlling up on towards the Beast. Let's get him with the skewer back. Harpy onto 3 heroes. Down goes 1, down goes 2. There is going to be the second life here of the Wraith King at the very least, but it doesn't matter. Omi is dead as well as Attacker. Another buyback having to be expended, but it's now a 4 versus 2. Cole about to respawn. It looks like everyone else on the side of Winter Bear's going to try and retreat. Good tornado connection onto the 2 of them as well. Krenos standing his ground. Ice Blast coming forward. That's going to land onto 3. Perfectly placed. Only thinking about backing off with that Ice Blast. It's just too damn risky to force the fight. The illusions alone are actually going to be enough to kill Merlin.
Still costs them a buyback on 2 of their cores. So it's not the biggest deal here. You do massive structural damage, take away that tier 3, almost bring down the range barracks as well. So you still walk away fairly happy in that situation if you are Winter Bears.
Yeah, all those buybacks could be extremely costly. Roshan number 2 as well, up in 40 seconds, and it will be on the Radiant sides. And it looks like that Riyadh chefs know that it could be up any second now. They're moving down en masse to this bottom area. They want to try and secure it if they can, get that Aegis into the hands of Krenos, because as you mentioned, now the buyback has been used. If she goes down, we could just be looking at the end of the game.
20 seconds, unfortunately, by the time Roshan's up, so we'll menu and you're going to go in for a big 5-on-5. Monster got his gem back, which is very important.
He's got the call on towards Catcher right now. Good tornado though,
Good,
connects
so
onto the both of them to keep himself going. Now the turnaround is in. Low skill just evaporates monster kill. Only also fall in. And Kratos, he cannot die here. This will be devastating if he gets caught. The stun will land.
Yeah.
They are gone. Down for 110. Oh my days. The Nature's Wrath just blows up menu as well. And that is it. 4 people gone. Only a buyback available for the Kotl. I mean, there is still all the lanes of barracks left. I feel like they could just go tier 4s and end.
Yep, and what does Magnus do, by the way? Attacker, he starts pushing out the top lane as much as possible so that they can't get Mega. But as you mentioned, you don't have to get Mega. We want to get the Ancient if you can get it. And without Nagasai pushing the lanes, oh dear. Look at those, look at the damage.
Yeah, poor old monster kill. Nothing that he can do. Tornado will grab him. That's technically another dieback. Gone for 70. And yeah, they're just going to go for the tier 4s. They want to end.
It's like, why would we go for anything else? What we want is the win. A victory here secures winter place the lower bracket finals. And they are looking like there's nothing that's going to really stop them. And still a minute for the call, 50 seconds for the Naga Siren. On attacker.
Mikey though, he predicts the move, jumps on in, cancelling out all the blink daggers, even just gets a free kill on his own as well. There's literally nothing this Magnus can do but sit and watch this Ancient gets plowed into. RB, he does get a connection on towards Merlin, but that is it. Game over, and Winter Bears takes it 2-0.
I love the use of the Ice Vortex in that situation, by the way, just ensuring that he can't actually blink and catch anyone. Doesn't even matter in that situation, but they're like,